presenting is a trend. I don't see no end to that. Where you at? If I slip, I slide. I don't trip. I glide when I dip. I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide. I don't trip. I glide when I dip. I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me.
They told me slowly is the fastest way to get where you wanna be. So I ease to a steady speed. Let that breathe, no push stop. Give me keys to that blue Impala. This the good part. When you're living in.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Chicago going up against Milwaukee. Now it's going to be Colson Montgomery. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And there's one down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. Bellinger's dad won a couple of World Series rings in 1999 and 2000. Clay was a backup infielder with the New York Yankees.
0-2 is the count.
In the 2023 season, Cody's dad, Clay, made a trip to Wrigley Field and sat in the right field bleachers to watch his son play. That's kind of cool. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down, bases empty. Now batting Max Kepler. Just missed. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Ball, that's out.
2 outs, bases empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now, Yoan Moncada. Oh, what a stop. And they get the out. Now batting Jarren Duran. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
In the dirt, Duran, the base runner at first with 1 out. Slider right there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just gotta have to tip your cap on that pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Runner on the move. There's a swing and a drive. 2 away now. Here comes Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. He swings and fouls one off. That one not close. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is absolutely belted. This one looks like trouble. Coming home. He'll score.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now at the plate, Jordan Westburg. Laser could be trouble. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And he'll pull into second safely.
Picks himself up at RBI. Got a good pitch to drive. Stays short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the game.
He makes the grab, and that is the inning. Back here at PNC Park, top of the second. Here's Alex Verdugo. Cueto back to work. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
So 2 balls and no strikes. And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. Out of here. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. Here's Jose Ramirez. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. In the air, left field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Now there's 1 away. And now it's Gavin Lux.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1. Ball.
That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Next offering is fouled back. Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab. 2 down. Michael Conforto will climb in. Just missed. Lux off of first with 2 away. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. At Ball two.
Tying run is at first. Here at the top of the second. The changeup missing. And now 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something.
And base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. He scores, and they have the lead. 3-2. And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Swing and a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And a pitch. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Alex Verdugo. And that one is lifted in the air. Verdugo under it. And there's one away. Now it's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And it's gone! Home run! Gingers unite! He circles next to the home run. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one misses. Ball 1. On the ground to first. And it finds its way through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. And safe. It's a stolen base. Hit in the air, left field. Kepler snags it. 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's going to be Jarren Duran. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's towards center. Bellinger in a full sprint. And that's the inning. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Cody Bellinger. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Bellinger is an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. He hit 1 homer his senior year. That one the other way. Duran tracks it down for the out. Max Kepler at the plate.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
And there's a strike. Now base is empty. And that skips in the dirt. Just off the outside part of the plate. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find a zone. 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alex Verdugo. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Just outside. Now 1-2. Go Chris through the early stages. he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Line drive, and it stays fair. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. A second scores as well, and they take a 2-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Lifted in the air down the left side. Duran makes the grab, and there are 2 down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. They get the force, and that is back here in Pittsburgh. Now it's the DH, Christian Moore. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Here's the tag, and he's out. And now here is Harper. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. To the right side, and it goes just foul. That one is hammered right field. That's back. Makes the catch up against the wall. Now it's the shortstop, Jordan Westburg. And first offering is fouled off. Westburg measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he's usually a third baseman, but today he's starting at shortstop. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
That one ripped. Bellinger on the move. Won't get to this one in the alley. Coming home. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Diaz up to third on the wild pitch. 2 outs. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-0.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that's downstairs. Full count now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th, and here is Michael Conforto. And that one fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient bats out of them. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Just off the inside edge.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
On the ground, Johnson. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. And here's the catcher, Ethan Salas.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And a foul ball. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Verdugo pulls it down. That's out number 2. And the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a ball.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
That one ripped right center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And that's a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
To first, safe. And runners at the corners after the infield single. Max Kepler now at the plate. First pitch misses. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Durant drops into the glove, and that's the third out. Back here at PNC Park, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will fall.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. And now let's
runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Up and in, and the count even 1-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And he handles it himself for the out. Jarren Duran, the next to hit, 1 for 2. That one missed.
You know this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And he grounds one to the right side. On to first, but the game is tied as the run comes in. And the batter now, Christian Moore. And there's a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. And we're back. Now here is Alex Verdugo. Cueto back to work. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the grab, one away. So up next, Jose Ramirez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz collects, fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Lux stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one pushed to the left and foul. Here's a 1-1. Ripped on a line. Squeezes it, and that is that. Back here in Pittsburgh, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Strike on the inside corner.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Westburg at the plate and takes high there. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Diaz swings through it for strike 1. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
Lux. Spin throw, that's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe.
0-1.
Came together perfectly for him right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the...
So here comes the big lefty, Aroldis Chapman, to the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that foot down early, maybe even...
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And now 1 away. Popped up. Moncada under it. And it's caught for the Olson Montgomery. 1 for 3. Just missed.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're the top half of the 6th.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Caught him looking for the K. Back here at PNC Park, and now Termarr Johnson. In the air, right field, pretty well struck back there. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and it's 6-5. Back to the top of the order now. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Go to second, and he's safe. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. That one fouled off. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Kepler makes the play. Runner tags at second. The relay, tag out at third. And that's a double play. Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first, third out. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now here is Max Kepler. And that's way high. 1-0. Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So here's the cleanup hitter, Alex Verdugo. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
To the right side. Over to first. And Verdugo is back here in Pittsburgh. And now the DH, Christian Moore. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Harper now, and that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Out towards right center, that's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2. And he's there with a double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And the slider just misses. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home, and he's out. Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit. First pitch not close. And a base hit. Westburg around third. And it gets by him. He'll score easily. Round second, digging for third. Hung up in a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Alex Verdugo will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Ground ball up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
1 strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The other way. Kepler makes the catch. We go to the 8th, and now it's switch hitting third baseman. They turn things over to the southpaw, Obi Milner. And that is out of play.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Ball to strike. On the ground to the left. Gets it to first, and Ramirez is set down. So digging in, Gavin Lux.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Off the plate inside, and that is ball 1. And a foul ball. And a big swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a sweeper misses for a ball. And it remains 2-2. And that's too high. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. And now the first baseman, Nathaniel Lowe. Swing and a ball popped up. Westberg towards the line, stretches out and hauls it in. Bottom of the eighth, digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Swings through that. Milner is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. This one popped up, and that's a foul ball.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Here is Yoan Moncada. They say he went. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it. There goes the runner. Pitch is high. Save it second, and that was not close. And now making 4 stolen bases in the game for him. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Coming home. He will score.
Well done, drives in the run. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Duran, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Kepler pulls that one down. Runner tags at second, relay to third.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Moore in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. That's to third. Ramirez. Throw to first in time.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Harper at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides.
Line to left. Kepler right there to make the grab. And welcome back to the ballpark. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Devin Williams.
And Boog, the offense needs to be ready for the screwball. It's not a pitch you see very often, so it's tough to pick up, and it's a good one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. That one just misses. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Tipped into the mid, strike 3. Here's the catcher to hit, Ethan Salas. Hard hit left side. Now only 1 out remaining. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. 1 for 4 with a double. And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a
swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it. Our final
Alaji, 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 Alaji. I'm allergic to the bad vibes. I'm allergic to the bad minds. I'm allergic to a lazy. They wanna cover my energy. Leave me alone if it's no money. To the problem, I'm the remedy. I'm just chilling, sipping. Observating, I'm the referee. I'm allergic to the. See the liar from afar. See I pull up with a mask. Protect myself from Wahala. Who they tryna patronize me? I'm young and I'm lit and I'm free. Hold on, give me a second. Body they run when I sneeze. Allergy, 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 allergy. Mama business like a Marlon Sugar. I'm so kicking like Bukayo Saka. I was so low but I learned how to fly. Can you believe I was a road runner? I was confined in the dragon's den. I could still breathe with no oxygen. Look what I built from a xeno of light. Deep in the cold I was really outside. Lord told me reach so I took his advice. I'm blessed, now I can bring visions to life. Organically I'm a G. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Bouger, bouger, bouger. That chocolate or body. Darling if you know you cannot get jiggy. Allergy, 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 allergy. Ma. She wanna ma. I give her ma. Ma. She wanna ma. I give her ma. Ma.
Greetings from Busch Stadium in Indianapolis. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Benchwarmers and the Octopus. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Ball, that's off the plate.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Smith over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Mike Trout.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
First pitch, and he just misses.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
Outside low, and it's 2-1. That's down and in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Sizes this one up. Nabs it. 2 down. 2 out. Space is empty. David Ortiz now at the plate. And ball one. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
Pitch misses there. And that's ball 2.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
2 out. Space is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. And that'll do it. Back here in Indianapolis. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Satchel Paige. What do you look for here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Hauls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
There's a swing and a drive. Brings it in, and there's 2 away. Jason Varitek digs in now. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
That's a little bit low. And that's way high. And it's 2-1.
That's a ball.
And it's fouled away. And down on strikes. Second inning set to go. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Blue back to work. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Well struck right field. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning around first. Digging for 2. And he's got a leadoff double. And now it's Alex Bregman. First pitch just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. Alvarez stands at second with no outs. Bregman takes downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses. Full count now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Base hit. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Back to first, and it's over his head. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Carlos Correa, the next to hit, takes ball one. Fouled off left side. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note to second. Tag safe. So they get one at first, but can't complete the double play. So up next, Jarren Duran. Upstairs. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
One ball, one strike.
One out, and a runner at second. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
Two strikes.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. At the plate, Yainer Diaz. There's a strike. Next offering upstairs. Missed inside with the curve. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. He's trying for third. Ball misses.
That ball went out.
Out at third. And that ends the inning. Back at Busch Stadium. And here's the first baseman, Tony Clark. And he blows that one by him at 100.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Anthony Santander up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Now 1-1. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings and misses. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Here's Adley Rutschman. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off. He was late. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Profar climbs in on that left side. On the corner for a strike. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Tatis sizing this one up. And that is that. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Fought off foul. Diaz measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And now it's even up. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Zach Geloff at the plate now. That's ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next
1-0.
pitch.
In the dirt.
Two balls, no
Squirts away a little bit. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one a little bit high, and the count is 3-1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Missed inside with the curve.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Batter's out.
And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. 0 for 1 so far. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but
In the air, left side. Brings it in, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the center fielder, number 40. Swing and a miss.
had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
And takes low for ball 1. Just missed. Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. So digging in, Zach Geloff. And that's down and away. Outside low, and now 2-0.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 3.
1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So 2 down now. And here is Ozzie Smith. Started to swing. Held up. Satchel comes to the plate. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Check swing, no appeal.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Tatis really on his horse for it. And that ends the inning. Back here in Indianapolis, here's Yordan Alvarez. That pitch gets the inside corner. And it's 0-1.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one back. Out of here. And they add a run. It's 2-0. Here's Alex Bregman. New pitcher on now, Bubba Chandler.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate.
Bounced up the middle. Geloff. Throw picked out of the dirt. Body save. And here comes Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And he held up. The 1-0. Can't glove it cleanly. Still slings it to second. The throw is late, and the defense comes away with nothing. First and second, no outs. Now the left fielder, Jarren Duran, just missed. This one's got a chance. Banks off the wall. 1 run across. Correa on his horse and coming home. He'll score.
He's safe.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-0. And first offering is fouled off. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Just off the inside edge.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
That misses. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And he takes a strike. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Here's the 0-2. Smith fires across the diamond, and they take care of Tatis for the out. And now batting, Mike Trout. Hit in the air, right field. Profar makes his way towards it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back at Busch Stadium, bottom of the inning. Here's Jose Ramirez.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher to hit, Jason Varitek. His first at bat was a strikeout. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Clark. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Liner, and this could be trouble.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Clark leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next one misses, and that's ball 3. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Adley Rutschman up now. He didn't just play baseball while at Oregon State, Singy. Adley was also on the football team.
Yeah, that's right. Adley was a place kicker his freshman year, averaged 60 yards per kick. And we've all seen the highlight of him tackling Christian McCaffrey. Not an easy feat.
20 touchbacks, too. Not bad. This one in the dirt. Tatis. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. Chandler back to work. That misses. Ball 1.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And another ball.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That catches the zone for a strike. 3-1. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one. A solo shot. And they add to the lead. It's 7-0. Alvarez up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. And that's downstairs and outside.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit.
Clearly seeing the ball very well. And
Edward Cabrera taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task.
Flips it. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Carlos Correa. 1 for 2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. He's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Pitch misses outside. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 strike.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-1 now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Diaz lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Clark makes the catch, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Swing and a ground ball. Geloff. In plenty of time to first. And a quick out, number one. Here's the center fielder.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Trying to bunt his way on. Over to first. Great pick. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit. And when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Geloff in the box with two gone. And takes a look at a called strike. And a swing and a miss there.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back here in Indianapolis, here's the second baseman. Zach. Adam Ottavino getting the call to the mound.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Whips it to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Here's Trout. Fastball for a strike. Trout, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2009. That clips the zone. That is strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Inside. 1-2 to count. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work. Back at Busch Stadium. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ozzie Smith. Bunted back towards the pitcher. Has to barehand it. The throw. Nicely done for the out.
Man, who doesn't love a sweet barehand play like that? That was amazing.
Jose Ramirez, the next to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And a big swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the sixth. And he lays down a bunt. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. Stepping in, Jason Varitek.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Puts a bunt down. Correa. Not in time. That's a bunt single. So here's the cleanup hitter, Tony Clark. Diving stop at first. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Pickoff attempt by Satchel, and he dives back in safely. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Trout settles under it. Makes the catch. And this game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
That one drilled left field. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. And here is Yordan Alvarez. First offering, and it just misses. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport. These are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
One down, base is empty. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back. Get out of town. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 8-0. Bregman in the box with one away as he takes ball one. To third. Oh, nice play. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that, that's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. Strike one.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Got him swinging. Next is the designated hitter, Adley Rutschman. Bunting, but that's a foul ball.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
And that's in the dirt. Next pitch is downstairs. And he lays one down the left side. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Profar now. 0 for 2 in this one. And a big swing and a miss.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout inning over. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. Ottavino back to work. That's hard hit on the line. Dives, but it falls. Could be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. Caught in a rundown now. And they tag him out. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. And that's in for a strike. Just missed. And he chases a high fastball there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Profar has a beat on it, but the second baseman calls him off. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. There's the strike.
0-1.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Profar on the move to the gap. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really
Inside,
deep.
ball
So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Just missed.
Ball 2.
Runner takes off for third. Pitch misses in. No throw. Safe at third. It's a stolen base. Geloff on third with 2 out. Swing and a foul straight back. And that drops in for a strike.
Count is 3-2.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And that one is off the wall. And he'll pull into third with an RBI triple.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. In comes the run from third to add on. And it hits the fence. Around second now as they still don't have it. He's not stopping. On his way home. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer. And here is David Ortiz. Swinging a foul out of play. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. That'll make it out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 12-0. And that one misses up and in. And the count even 1-1. Check swing called strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And he's gone yard again. That's it. His third home run of the game. It's 13-0. Lee Smith gets the ball now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Leaping, and he brought it back. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. He was late there, strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Bunting, and he pops it up, and he grabs it in foul ground. 1-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bunts it towards the mound. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Ozzie Smith will hit next. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Final score in this.
same. I wanna see the lights on. When you look so good, look so fine, baby, you just blow my mind. Baby, you're the last thing that's playing on my mind. When I go to sleep tonight, baby, you'll be there in my head. You can keep me up all night. You light my fire, baby. I feel it burning higher when I'm in your eyes. You light my fire, baby. You make me feel like I'm levitating. Feel like I'm flying, baby. When I'm with you. Baby, I've been asking, begging you for more. 'Cause you just take my breath away. When you look so good, look so fine, baby, you just blow my mind. You've been my obsession. You're always on. When I go to sleep tonight, baby, you'll be there in my head. You can keep me up all night.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Chicago taking on Detroit. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. And on the mound in this one, Vida Blue. What's the word on him?
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. And a bunt towards third. And that's just foul. Swings through that one for strike two.
0-2.
Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time. And an easy out to start the game. Jordan Westburg getting ready to hit. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Pitch misses. 1-1. That one in there across the letters. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's two gone. Bryce Harper to the plate. Down and away for ball one. Right through there for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Paul O'Neill. in the dirt. Late swing, foul to the left. And that's the third out. Here's Bryce Harper. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBI. And that one fouled off. And it's even up. Down the left field line. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double. Outfielder Tim Raines. And there's a foul ball. And a foul ball. Man at second. Foul ball still 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So now the DH spot, Raul Ibanez. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
No balls. One strike.
And a foul ball. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. And here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. Hit on the ground, might be two. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
The hitter knows that if he can beat out the back end of this double play, that runner from third is going to score. That's an RBI. You help your team and you keep the line moving. Really good job right there.
Mookie Betts now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. And we're back. Top of the second. And now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Bunting for a hit. And that's foul. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. This is Bryson Stott. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. No throw. Safe at second. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. And next is the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. The tag, and got him at second. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And there's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And now it's 3-2.
Full count.
Outside, and that is ball four. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Kurtz, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Next offering away off the plate.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Yainer Diaz. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. And that one is out of here. A laser to left. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-1. Witt takes slow. Second trip to the plate in this one. And that skips in the dirt.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Two down, nobody on. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. With Jr., probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone, just a pretty thing from start to finish. And even though he was on the big stage playing in front of thousands of people, you always remember the hat backwards, big smile on his face. He kept this game that can have a lot of stress in it fun, just like he was a kid.
Evan Carter now at the plate. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Witt settles under it and makes the catch. Two down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Zach Geloff now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Comes up empty.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
2 out, space is empty. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout. Top half of the third inning. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Blue back to work. That one missed. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Doubled his first time up. In there for strike one. Late with the swing there.
0-2.
That misses, and a count 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
The next offering misses, and the count's full.
Full count.
That one ripped. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 out, space is empty. Next to hit, Paul O'Neill. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And that's outside, and it's 1-1. A little bit low. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Stays alive. And now the lefty. It gets down, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Gotta love the resiliency shown in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
Ball 1 there.
1-1.
And that one hammered. Junior makes the play, and that is set for the bottom of the third. Here's the third baseman, Alex Gordon. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swings over the top of that one.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So here is Bryce Harper. In the air, right field, O'Neill in position. They got it for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
High fly ball out to left field. Carter makes the grab, and that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Nick Kurtz. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Junior going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Skubal in his 5th season, 28 years old. And he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2018.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball inside. Going to count 1 and 2. And that's down and away. Still 2 and 2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch misses, and the count's full. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate, and I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind.
Runner on the go. In the dirt, blocked. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second, top half of inning number 4. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Runner goes again. And that's a base hit. The throw in, In there. He's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
That's out to center field. Makes the sliding grab. Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. That one pushed foul. Cut on and missed, struck him out. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. And now the DH, Raul Ibanez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Way back there. And it's out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. And they inch closer. It's 4-2. So digging in, Samuel Basallo.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter. Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And 1-2. And there's a ball. Nobody on, nobody
2-2.
out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Mookie digs in here. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Fly ball center field. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. struck out swinging his first time. There's the strike. In the air, center field. Carter corrals it, and that's the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here comes Bryce Harper. First pitch just misses.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
That one back there. Out of here! And they add to their lead. It's 5-2. So up next, Paul O'Neill, 1 for 2. Up and in, ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 2-0. Skubal maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
That one outside. And now 3-1. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
So a man at first. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. So digging in, Bryson Stott. First pitch swinging. O'Neill stands at first with one out.
No, that's high.
Foul ball there. Skubal throw to first. This to center field. Out number 2. Next is the designated hitter, Nick Kurtz. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And that's outside. One run across in the frame so far, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. And that one missing low.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so
that's strike 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Evan Carter. And that's in the dirt.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one misses, and it's 3-0.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw, safe. Little chopper rolls foul. Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now Alex Gordon. Went down on strikes his first time through. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Runner at second here, one gone. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. This to third. That's it out. Back to the top of the lineup, and now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. Not in time. He's safe. Here's the left fielder, Tim Raines. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. On the money. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99.
0-2.
That's down
1
and
ball,
in.
2 strikes.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slides for the stop. And that's a great play for the out. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
Cut on and miss. Good change up right there. And it's 0-2. And they'll do it again. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Up the middle, a sliding stop to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the DH, Raul Ibanez. Zimmerman back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one misses in the dirt. That one missed. There's a swing and a drive. Carter, long run into the gap. And there's one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Basallo in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. O'Neill makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here's Mookie now.
That's your stop. Mookie. Set.
And Mookie takes.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one. And that misses.
That's the ball.
2 balls and a strike.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Diaz down to first with it. That completes the strikeout. Top of inning number 7. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Swings through that one for strike one.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. So Harper stands in. He's already homered in this game. Junior makes the grab, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Paul O'Neill. On its way to the corner. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one is upstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strikes him out with 102. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. There's the strike.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. And that one hit to first. Takes it himself. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now the right fielder, Evan Carter. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Kopech in his 6th season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's downstairs and outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. Falling behind 2-1.
2-1.
And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over.
You could encounter the greats, or you could get shipped and countered away, but you counterfeit. I countered your fits, led you astray.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one missing inside. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Check swing went around, and that is strike 2.
1-2.
Good job to fight that one off. That one the other way, puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Stop in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Tapped softly on the ground. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. So 2 down now, and here is Nick Kurtz. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And the on deck early in the count.
And that one fouled off. Page makes the catch, inning over. And we're back. And now Alex Gordon.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Top of the zone for a strike and an even 100. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. And delivers outside. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight. One out, runner at second. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines.
Ball.
And that one almost got him. And another ball. Harper, the runner at second with one away. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
2-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
Full count.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him. On the bump today. Raul Ibanez, the next to hit. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Milner, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
1-2's the count.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, and that is that. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. Just missed. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Man at first, and now Yainer Diaz. Fly ball to right. And out number 1 on the grab. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. First pitch, and he just misses.
This is one of those situations, the infielder.
Runner on the move. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. Right down to shoot, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. Satchel kicks and delivers. High fly ball, right field. Carter. And that is that. Last chance for the home team. And here here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo.
Now coming into the game, Barry Larkin.
Pitch misses. 1-0. Check to swing of the 1-0 and appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2's the count.
registers the punch out and hits 101. He's 2 outs away. Here's Betts. First pitch misses. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next one in the dirt. And a good eye there. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone-cold take.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Now at the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. And there's the strike.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
To the right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Evan Carter will hit next.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And there's the ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Next pitch.
Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
And that
showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
in the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. And a strike in there. So they're all loaded up. And downstairs.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Next pitch is outside. And he pumps it a strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Steps off, looks to third. Nothing happening. To kick the 3-2. And that one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong gets under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. Runner from third comes across. It's 5-2. Big spot here. Bottom of the ninth. Down to their final out. Now the third baseman, Alex Gordon. Just off the outside edge. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. That one off the mark, and that's ball 2.
2-0.
There's a strike. Line drive, that's a base hit. And they put up the stop sign at third. Probably the right move to not risk the out at the plate there with 2 down.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Here comes Bryce Harper. That's outside, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
This one in the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And fouled off. In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. So the tying run at second. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tim Raines. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And a strike.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times.
Now he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, this was a pressure-packed finish. Tying run at third, the winning run at second base. Somehow he found a way to make his pitches, got his team out of the jam, got the win. Everybody's happy.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. Did some rich by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing away. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me. One classic taking my coat from me. I blast a dope. She on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder